So, what are you expecting to see at the event here today?
I don't really know because it's just current gen stuff. So there'll probably be some like some new PSVR games, maybe even a new headset. Um, because they're saying that it's focused on PS4 and PSVR, but that doesn't mean it's not focused on the next gen of PSVR that would also work with PS5.
I think they said that they're not making any headsets for next gen, but they're making an adapter,
Oh, okay.
so you can use your
That's,
old headset on the new
I don't keep up
system.
on the PSVR stuff. My brother was talking about how they're like the Oculus Quest 2 was leaked recently, and he was thinking of getting one when it comes out.
Nice.
So I figured, like, that next gen stuff is coming soon. Um, but yeah, they don't. I don't imagine they have a lot more like first party games or anything coming. So like some of those, like launch title cross gen games, like maybe some more on Assassin's Creed, the sports games, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And probably some indies.
it's supposed to be 40 minutes long.
Right. I I would still guess they're going to show something from Avengers because that's a lot of exclusive stuff. So it's going to get screen time.
And it's coming to PlayStation 4.
Right.
So, yeah, I would probably expect that as well. Maybe something from Cyberpunk, maybe a VR mode.
Oh yeah, that is a current gen game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's taken so long. It didn't even register to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know that much about anything this gen anymore.
No,
Because
we
like
don't.
Switch has been a pretty big mystery. Um, and then PlayStation and Microsoft both seem focused on next gen.
Yeah. And COVID's thrown everything into disarray. So there's
Right.
no real title, like dates for any titles, really.
And I think that's why they wanted to do this, just to kind of get in front of some of this stuff. So it's like, hey, it's not dead until holiday,
Although we only
but every
have holiday is literally like a month or two away. So it's August right
that's
now.
yeah,
So
man, it's August.
I know, right? What happened to
This,
April?
like I'm not complaining because 2020 has been a garbage fire,
Yeah.
but it's still like it's it's gone fast.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get older.
Yeah.
Time just goes by.
Dang. This Reggie just put up a stat graphic um showing that the Switch has basically become the second highest selling Nintendo console of all time. I know I have to fit a Nintendo reference into a Sony thing. Um
Of course.
like I don't know if anything's ever gonna beat the Wii, but that's insane because it's the newest one and it just beat the oldest one. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for all the fans that are gonna be butthurt after this state of play because they didn't get whatever they wanted announced, which was probably a PS5 thing in the first place.
Yeah.
It can't be realistic expectations.
Hey, Sully.
30 seconds. Tick tock, tick tock.
Maybe we'll get some news on Miles if it's coming to PS4 or not.
I feel like they wouldn't want to blow their load on that. Like, even if it is, if you announce it, that's the reason a lot of people are getting PS5s.
Yeah, that's true. That's... Wait, oh, they just cut
Yeah.
ahead of their countdown.
They broke.
Uh,
That's like the rest light screen.
yeah, for the PlayStation 4. Yeah,
Nice.
and you hear
That's
the
pretty
beat.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They were gonna get a new console skin or whatever.
It's a little late for that.
No, it's but they're doing the Cyberpunk thing.
Oh yeah, Crash 4.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou
about
Stutter,
time.
producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm
I
here
kinda
to talk
forgot
to
about
you
that already.
Crash Bandicoot 4. It's
I
about
mean, it's
time.
Crash, so
Crash 4 is a direct
I know,
sequel
but
to
like I
Crash
forgot it was a
Bandicoot
current
1.
gen thing
The
because they
devious
just kind of
villains,
shadow dropped it.
Neocortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but
can you
all
hear
dimensions.
Justin when he
And it's up to
talks?
Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was
I will
important
say
to
this one
reintroduce
interests me a little
longtime
bit more
fans, as
than
well as new
Crash
players
does normally
to this amazing
because
franchise.
it looks like they're actually adding in
First,
like
we
some
made sure to
power-ups and
incorporate
things
the
like that.
classic
It's
tense,
not
precise, and
like I feel like the
perspective-shifting
Crash games are
platforming
kind of
that we all fell
stale
in love
because
with.
all you do is run and
And
jump.
then we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we
I-
can't wait to show you today.
If I was
Like-
ever to get into
Let's
a
start
Crash
with
game, this
Insanity
one
Beach.
would be it.
This is where Crash's
Yeah, exactly.
adventure first started, and
Like,
where we
David
pick things up
Fry,
again
you know,
in
I
Crash
tried
4.
all 3 of the
But there have
games in the
definitely been
collection,
changes since we
and
first
none of
saw
them stuck with
Insanity
me.
Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay.
They felt
and
too
even our
samey.
art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not
That's
just
why I
the
liked
original
Ratchet and Clank
games,
because
but
it was
the
like and
animated
Spyro
cartoons
to an
that
extent.
inspired those
It
original
was a little
games,
more
all while also delivering bigger,
bland
more
too, but I didn't mind
awe-inspiring
back then.
dimensions to explore.
Like, you know, Ratchet and Clank's all
Throughout
about
Crash
like
4,
the powers you
you'll see wide
use
open new
and like
vistas,
the craziness
new
of it.
character models, and lots
Whereas
of
Crash just felt like a
expressive
traditional
animations.
platformer.
And with all of that
Yeah.
also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like
yeah,
a
he's
natural
super
area
cool.
for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn. and wear
Yo,
throughout
the
game.
disco one
These
looks
skins are
sick.
That's
totally
pretty cool. I like that it
cosmetic and a
glows.
Fun way to
Yeah.
express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing
No
different
MTX.
challenges and earning gems within
Why do you say
levels.
MTX?
Crash 4
Microtransactions.
Say
also introduces the
microtransactions.
quantum masks,
MTX is faster.
the powerful protectors of time
Is
and
it?
space.
It is.
Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the
Microtransactions.
crazy
All right,
challenges
3
that we're
syllables
gonna be
versus
throwing at
5.
the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a
I
button,
also I love gravity mechanics.
Kurowa, who allows you to slow down the
You're a
world
sucker
around
for
you,
gravity.
I am.
or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the 4th mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can
Wow.
tell you today, though,
Yeah, you
is
Just
that
kill
Crash
himself.
isn't the only
Yeah, you
character
don't
you
want
get to
to
take control
phase
of during this
into a
adventure.
platform.
For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also
But
play
why
as
would you
Coco.
want to?
It was also very important for us that she take
I mean,
a more prominent role in the
furries.
story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the
wrong?
adventure, so that they can provide their
I
own
mean,
fresh
Crash is a furry too,
perspectives and
technically.
new gameplay.
But
Here you can see
he's a man
that he'll be taking
furry.
control of Neocortex. He's all about using his blaster to
Some people want the lady furries.
change an enemy in his path.
Fair
In
enough.
addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4.
Who?
What a
Now, a
name.
lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact,
Dingodile.
he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy
Wait, he flies?
and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another
Spoilers.
dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly
this is
excited
cool.
to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash
Yeah, see, like the
4,
platforming here
we wanted
looks
to bring
great.
Something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new
The
style
levels
of
look
play
pretty
for
cool,
Crash
too.
4 that we call
Yeah.
inverted mode. It's our souped up, Bumpaberry fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only
Oh,
are
okay.
perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension
That's
could be
cool.
asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked,
I want to do
players can replay
the
all the
paint
game's
thing just
levels
like
with
in a
totally
level.
new
I don't want
and
it to be a
dynamic look and
gimmick.
feel. It's an incredibly fun
It
feature
is a
that's going
level.
to give every player, especially the
No, it's
completionists
saying
out
like you
there,
can change
a
the
reason to
levels
revisit each level again
to look like
to
that.
see what new and
Yeah,
exciting
it's like their
experiences
hard
in
mode
store
or
for them.
whatever.
So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space and
That's
time-bending
cool. Oh,
madness on
October,
October 2nd.
I was thinking this was a September thing and it was going to be competing with Tony Hawk, but I guess not.
Today's
yeah,
State
that's
of Play
coming
is
out.
loaded with
Yeah, they'll probably show
third-party
Tony Hawk,
updates
too.
for PS4 and PSVR,
Yeah,
and some
I
new
agree with
PS5 gameplay too.
They did release the
Open
track
show with
list
an all-new look at
for Tony
Crash
Hawk,
4. It's
but I
About
didn't really
Time, coming to
recognize a lot of the new
PlayStation
artists
4
and
on
stuff that they
October
brought in,
2nd.
so I didn't feel like mentioning it before.
Now let's keep the
But
party going with the latest from
Yo,
IO
Hitman 3.
Interactive.
The Hitman game that's not a Hitman game.
oh yeah. See, this year's been so many just like shadow drop releases that I forget what's coming.
I think I'm gonna wait for a sale on this one. I've got my fill of Hitman.
Yeah.
Besides, this is your big
Hey,
day.
VR mode, cool.
You should mingle. Have fun.
You're like, never mind, I'll get
Don't
it.
worry about that. My art speaks for itself. Well, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back tonight.
It's interesting though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they put a VR mode
Is
in
it like
this.
a Resident Evil thing where you can play the whole game like this?
Well, this definitely looks like a level from Hitman.
Has Hitman ever been first person?
No.
Didn't think so.
There was like first person things, like when you hide in crates, you can like peek out and stuff, but like not a first person game. Death awaits
Oh,
in
oh.
2021. Great. I can't wait.
It said like play the World of Assassination trilogy in
Yeah.
VR.
That's cool. So maybe they're gonna bring VR modes to the
I guess
first
so.
two.
What's this?
The Room 4.
It looks pretty. I wouldn't see any like new IPs dropping right now though.
Is this the guy who did The Witness? What was his thing? Like you play the little guy with the suit and like you walk in time reverses and stuff.
Braid?
Yeah, is this a new Braid?
Maybe. Now that it's like getting into this painterly style, that seems
Yep, it's a new Braid.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe it's just the first Braid. Because it never came to PlayStation, right?
I don't know. I never played it.
Okay. I don't remember.
I never played it.
Braid Anniversary Edition. Weird. That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's kind of random.
Alright.
We are happy to announce.
Well, I was
Braid
right.
Anniversary
It was
Edition.
Braid.
It's the classic puzzle adventure
nailed
where
it.
you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original
Yo,
game.
he's not
There are
pixelized
new
anymore.
animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood. And
I didn't
many
realize how
hours
old
of
that
developer
was.
commentary and interviews. On
No wonder
subjects
there's
like
an
puzzle
anniversary
design,
edition.
programming, and visual art.
History.
we plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition
like
will
Braid.
be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
It was a fun puzzle platformer.
Hmm.
Emphasis on the puzzle.
It's just weird we're getting like
This is a
20
mythic
or
adventure set on a
PS4
mystical
announcements into
island.
2021.
Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited
Giant
to
Squid
share
is a
more with
great
you
name
today
for a
about our
studio.
upcoming game, The Pathless.
You can't show PS5 footage.
The Pathless is
What?
an
You
open-world
liars.
mythic adventure game
said there was only
set in the
PS4.
vast forest. You play as the Hunter.
This is August, not July.
The
Oh,
Hunter
wow.
is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the
Like the
core of the
speed.
Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers.
Can we put this in Breath
You
of the
instantly
Wild?
feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of feels like it, except you're just gliding around instead of riding a horse.
Yeah.
And the aiming's better.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless.
See,
You
she's
can
got
gain
the
altitude
sailcloth
while
and
you glide
everything.
by flapping.
Although calling a game the Pathless makes me wonder what it's about.
Yeah, it's like, is there any kind of like, is there a path in this game?
Right.
Is
Make
there
sure
a
you
story
pet the
or
eagle
something?
To keep it clean,
Although that is kind
in
of
good flying condition.
more like Breath of the Wild, because that game is pretty pathless.
Yeah. But at least there was like
For better or
a
worse.
story thing you could do.
A little bit.
You'll find secrets all over
You
the
can
island
clean your falcon.
if you know where to look.
You can pet the bird.
Yeah.
Collecting
Arrows.
crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to
That's
flap.
cool. See the arrows skip along those.
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in
Fire.
ancient structures.
This is literally just Breath of the Wild.
Kind of. These are shrines.
Yep.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games, there's no map. Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It
And then
even
you
shows
mark
you where
them?
you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
It seems like a
Giant cursed spirits,
an
the
open
source
world
of the
game that you can
darkness,
just meander
will pose a
in if you're
constant
into
threat
that.
to you on your quest. They will try to
I'm
separate
not.
you from the eagle.
I'm not into meandering or open world games.
Well, this isn't for you.
It looks neat,
Yeah, it looks really cool.
but as soon as I saw the title, I was like, yeah, this probably is going to be for me.
If I didn't play Breath of the Wild and I only had this option, I'd probably get it.
Right.
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
Cause like everything here looks cool. Like the art style is awesome.
hmm
Like the speed and movement. And you have these.
Unfortunately, this is like all of the things I didn't like about Breath of the Wild without any of the Zelda stuff.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
the Eye of Mordor over there.
I have Sauron.
Sauron. My bad.
You fake nerd.
I've only watched those movies like 10
When the
times.
obelisks are restored,
Right.
the cursed
Why would
spirits
you know
will be
that?
vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Looks like you also only have a bow.
Yeah.
So like, if it was a meandering game where you get like a sense of, progression,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But
Sense of speed
'Cause,
is
like,
really cool. I like
It works
that.
for Zelda. Yeah, the music's cool. It works for Zelda because like there are things to do. You can just do them in any order,
Yeah.
but you still like get stuff for doing the things. This seems like it's just you wander around.
So he's asking if you like Breath of the Wild or not.
If I like Breath of the Wild,
Yeah. It's
I have-
complicated.
Hunter and Eagle
Yeah.
will have to defeat
My-
the
my
cursed
relationship
spirits
with
to
Breath of the
bring
Wild
life
is
back to the
complicated.
world.
That's your Facebook status.
yes. So I actually have a review
I hope
out
you've
on
enjoyed
the
this
site
overview
of
the Pathless.
Breath of the Wild, and I
We've
stand
only
by
scratched
most
the
of what I said
surface.
in that.
There's so much more to
Um,
explore and discover.
I don't hold it in as high of a
The
regard
Pathless is
as I
coming
did
out later
then,
this year.
but like
Thanks for
my flaw, my complaints with it are still there. It is a very good game, but it's one I have a hard time going back to. It's kind of the same thing I said about Skyward Sword. Like, the things that suck about it make it unfun to play again, but it was a very satisfying journey the first time, if that makes sense.
I'll agree with that.
Next up, let's
Yeah.
see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Spelunky 2 is still coming. Wow.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky.
Is that surprising?
For
Wow, get
Spelunky
wrecked.
2, I
You're
wanted
supposed to
to
be
make
doing
sure we
UFO
made
50.
something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players.
I don't know what that is.
That was a
It was important
game
we
with
didn't
like a
change
billion
the
other
things
games
that
in
made
it.
Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
It was announced
Oh.
a while back.
So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community.
I didn't really
in
like
Spelunky
Spelunky
2
that much.
itself to make sure that the game felt
I
welcoming,
respect it.
even
I
though
like
it's
watching
difficult.
it. I'm not.
In Spelunky
one that
2, when
likes
you
to
do
play
runs
it.
and discover new characters,
Yeah.
you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys
Nice.
and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves.
Yeah, I'm
So many
interested
people
in-
are
As a
already
result,
upset
the
at these
stories
things.
players
I keep
Really?
saying
will
skip,
have much
skip,
more
skip, like
depth
on
to
every game.
Oh wow.
Even after
Like,
many,
what are you
many
waiting
hours
for?
of
I
playing,
mean, you don't even
still
know what they're
have
gonna
additional
show.
runs that don't even go past the
Right.
first area.
Oh,
In
you're
Spelunky
crushed.
1, runs often centered around the
I'm looking forward to
shops and how you
seeing
chose to
what
interact with
people
them.
do to speedrun these games.
So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded
Yeah.
the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And
Kill
also added
yourself
new
with a
characters
dice.
that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky
Yeah,
is
it's
that the
cool when
deepest
like there's a
secrets
super
are the
devoted
ones that
community
even
to
I don't know
something.
about.
It is like I hate
There are
when I
lots of
don't
new things to
understand the
play
thing
with that I hope players can
because I want
use
to be
to
involved
push
in that
past the
community. Like I
boundaries
hate
of
feeling
what
left
we,
out, but
as
Yeah.
the developers, know
it just
about
doesn't
the
do
game.
anything for me.
I have
Is it a pug
two
gun?
types of favorite stories from
Was that?
Spelunky
I wasn't
fans.
paying attention.
It was
First
just, like,
are when people are
he kept
genuinely surprised
cloning
by
pugs.
something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways,
This
when
kind of, like,
Spelunky 2
elemental
comes
physics
out, I want
system is pretty
players to
cool.
experience what
Yeah.
we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2.
Whoa, you almost got killed by that.
It's been a long journey.
Oh,
You got
there we
killed
go.
by that.
I think it's gonna be worth it.
Get wrecked.
Thanks.
No. God
Got
damn
thrown by
it.
a Yeti.
God
Wow.
damn it.
Wow. Wow.
It's kind of awesome. September 15th. Alright. Watch some Twitch of this.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates
that'd
to
be
share
fun.
with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
What is that?
Japanese game.
Is this a Ben game?
Yeah, this is a bit. Yeah, you can already see this is a Ben game.
Oh, this is like that Zelda-like game that people were talking about. I
The
think.
other Zelda-like game.
Yeah. Well, they announced this one a while ago,
Okay.
and I want to say it's also on Switch, so the people were making that comparison even more.
I summon thee!
But yeah, it's like anime Zelda.
Is Zelda not anime?
Not this anime.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
It looks okay though. I don't really understand it. Oh, it's Wolf Link.
Hit the fight Wolf Link.
Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
Because it looks almost like a Tales type game, but then like it shows you like climbing mountains and exploring an open world and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really understand.
This fall. Wait, what's this?
I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercy.
So edgy.
Who are you to stand in the
Hardcore
way
game
of my
development. Is this a beat 'em up?
Oh. This isn't what I thought it was going to be at all.
Yeah.
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust.
It's like a robot beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Go all out or go home, Emperor.
Is that Keith David?
Everything is just so metallic.
Yeah. Both meanings of the word. This game is every kind of metal.
Mm-hmm. Like, I would play this if it was coming to Game Pass, but otherwise...
Yeah.
Aeon?
Aeon Must Die? I think that's... Yeah, okay. I saw the title down below.
Yeah.
Weird. These are all almost certainly multi-plat titles. That's why they're just kind of blowing through them. This looks kind of neat.
This is so weird.
It's like low-budget cyberpunk. If this is a Metroidvania, I'm in. Because it kind of looks like one, right?
Watch it be a roguelike.
Probably.
It's probably just some like action platformer. Anno something?
It's time to talk
Tatum?
bug snacks. Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from PS5.
Oh, here we go.
My invitation is open.
Closer look at
Come
bug
join
snacks.
me on
Oh,
the
good.
island or
Just what everyone wanted.
The
More bug
internet's
snacks.
favorite meme.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe
I bet
this
the
half-baked nonsense.
chat's hyped for
I
this.
swear, if you chase this bug snack story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be
Well,
coming.
guess I'm out of the job.
There's a bug snack right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger,
I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup.
For being PS5 footage, this game doesn't look great.
No.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite bug
Like, I get that it's quirky and everything, and people are still gonna buy it because they're high, but
Because they're high.
graphically it's rough.
He does. Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch bug snacks and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these bugs.
So is this like Slime Rancher, but
You just might keep your job. Now
they
get
got high
going and
first?
try not to fall off a cliff.
I still don't know what it is.
it seems like you're just going around capturing bugs and stuff, but then that part just... I guess there's like
There's a
story
lot more
as
in
well.
store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Vader Immortal, let's go.
More episodes? I haven't checked them out yet.
The Force is strong with you.
I was kind of hoping for like a sale on all three together before I picked it up.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
Cool. Fate has chosen you. August 25th.
So I thought that was already on PlayStation VR.
It's not on PSVR.
Oh, because I thought it was an exclusive and then went elsewhere.
No, it wasn't on PlayStation VR to begin with.
In the light.
Huh. All
It's
right.
finally come. Oh, this is
Burgundy, there you go.
Yeah. AWS.
Control DLC.
Alan Wake. They said stay in the light, which is an Alan Wake thing. I'm excited to play this. I really like their last DLC they did. Wait, was that Alan Wake? Oh my god, it was.
I mean, I figured he was going to be in it. It's an Alan Wake expansion.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
Crap.
Yeah, Remedy makes this is like a mobile game. Remedy makes like fantastic narrative shooters. It's like, oh, this is probably like an auto chess for something.
Oh, that like 5D auto chess or whatever it's called.
I don't know, but like people are all over auto chess. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, this is auto chess. I have no idea what the hell this is. I think I've seen this before though. I've definitely seen people play this type of game, or this game.
Oh, this is a it might be a different one.
No, it's the same. Well, it's probably like a DLC or a sequel or something.
Yeah, no, this is what I saw. This is like I saw it on Reddit like when it was first coming out. They were trying to get publicity for it. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the idea behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected. Did you see like the Game Boy thing down there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might have been PC only.
Yeah,
and so
Pedestrian,
now
that's what it was.
Okay.
2021.
It's neat. Good for them.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed
So
to PS5.
they straight up lied when they said there's no PS5 stuff here.
This is going to be focused on PS4 and PSVR. And don't expect any major announcements for PS5.
Except here's 2 new games for PS5.
It's all third party though. Third parties can do whatever they want. But there's no major first party game announcements.
Manipulate.
They said, but there will be check-ins from our third party studios, which means
Okay.
they can show whatever they want.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Authority and
As we all know, I never pay attention to anything. So
That's true.
We aren't an invading army. We are Wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike.
just lifts up the gate. What's the point of having a gate?
Maybe he's just that strong.
Yeah.
We take back what was stolen. And the people call us heroes.
From the dead of night.
To others, we are rivals.
This kind of gives me like Gauntlet vibes a little bit.
I was gonna say Gauntlet. I was literally just gonna say Gauntlet before you said it.
Like, I don't think it is because it's a third person
Right.
adventure game.
Yeah.
We are all
Hood,
outlaws.
Outlaws and Legend.
Okay.
New game.
So it's like a Robin Hood game. Interesting.
But some of us will become.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, that, like, the gameplay there looked more like Shadow of War. Mordor or whatever.
Yeah, it looked alright. Temtem! It's coming to consoles now, right?
Oh, they're doing the console announcement already?
I mean,
That's
what this
impressive.
is.
I can't beat the gym leader I'm stuck on in order to get to the new content.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't really like just grinding out wild battles, you know?
Sully's excited about Temtem.
Yeah. Tim's great. I kind of wish I would have, like, not played it at all until it was done. Because if you try to go, like, when they're still adding content, you hit a gate, no matter what.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic
Alright.
launching
Let's
this
see more
holiday.
Godfall.
So this PS4 and PSVR focused state of play, I think, has had more PS5 games shown.
I think so. I think you're right.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director.
But I also don't care
for
about Godfall.
On behalf of Counterplay Games,
You don't care
we are
about,
very excited
Melee
to share gameplay with
Borderlands?
you today and to offer
No.
you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall.
No Avengers,
Today,
though.
you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust
This is like a
loot
typical,
progression
like,
systems.
launch game.
You can enjoy
Kinda
the game
game.
at your own pace, playing alone.
I mean, it's
or
a
through
smart
online co-op
title
with up to
because
2 additional teammates.
it encourages
Godfall is set in a brand
multiplayer,
new high fantasy
and it's a live
universe
service
filled
thing,
with
so
heroic
it'll get
knights,
people in and it'll keep them
arcane
playing.
magic, and Forbidden Realms.
And it'll get their friends
The world is split up
playing too.
into the elemental realms of earth, water,
But I have no interest in it.
air, and fire.
I want Miles
Godfall
Morales
is a complete
and then, you know, the PS4
All
back
new
catalog,
gear
like
in
Avengers.
game are acquired or unlocked
I'll be
through
fine.
gameplay. There are no microtransactions. No waiting for content.
You didn't say
It's
MTX.
all in the game on day one.
He said microtransactions.
Yeah, it's normal.
As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top.
Combos look sick.
You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat.
I don't know if I said
Throughout
this
your
before,
journey,
but
you'll
it gives me
find
2
ancient
human
valor
vibes.
plates lost in time, each with their own
I never played that.
characteristics and
Oh,
long
really?
history.
Wow.
Now let's talk about gameplay.
My dad loved 2 Human when it came out.
First, our team
When I played it, I was just like, oh my god, the
wanted to
resurrection
combine
takes so
action
fucking
RPG
long.
loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a
I
looter
finished it
slasher.
eventually.
Our game is therefore
It's like the
one
mixture of,
part
like, you know,
gear-driven
Norse
and
gods
one
and
part
mythology
player-skill-driven.
with
In other
technology
words,
and stuff.
Not only do we want you to find exquisite
Like a future
weapons with
world.
powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have
Was it
that
this gen?
feeling of accomplishment.
No, it
in
was
mastering
360. It was like one of the
wide
first
set of
360
combat
games.
mechanics available
Oh,
to
okay.
you in Godfall. From a
It was a
combat
I didn't
major-
actually have a lot of games on my
perspective,
360.
melee
It was a
combat in
major
Godfall
failure.
Is intended to be fluid, dynamic,
Like the, I
and
think it was
interactive,
Silicon Knights that did it, and they're
embracing
no longer around.
offense over defense.
Mm.
More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should.
So it is at
always
least
be
a little more
looking
interesting than
to
Monster
close the
Hunter
gap
because it's
on
actually
enemies.
like exploration
Also, you dominate
and
the
like combat
space,
encounters
not
rather
enemy,
than just going out
and
into a
the game
field,
rewards
finding
you
one
for being
monster,
aggressive.
taking it down, and then going back.
Now that you're familiar with the combat
I
philosophy,
mean,
let's
that's
dig into the
Monster
weapons
Hunter. You can do that
themselves.
too. You go into the
Can-
In
field.
Godfall, there are 5
You
weapon
pick up
classes.
shit.
The
You
long
kill
sword,
other monsters if you need them.
Oh,
the dual blades,
I don't know. I mean, it seems
Hold
very
on.
much like Monster Hunter. I was just trying to find something that was
two-handed
different.
warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword.
Not a lot of weapon variety,
Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos.
but I
to
assume they're more
strategic,
varied
deliberate play.
weapon styles.
As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the
I'm not a
fastest
fan
weapon
of dual
class in
blades in
Godfall,
games.
embodying speed,
I love dual blades.
fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets.
Like Final Fantasy
You can
IX,
perform a
you know,
combo by executing
Zidane
4
has the
consecutive light
two
attacks.
daggers.
Yeah, I
But then
know.
like
Dual
his
blades,
better
heavy
weapons
attack
are all
is
the
a spinning
synthesized
blade
version
cycle.
where it's
The
like,
blade
you know, it's
cycle
kind of a
can
staff,
also
like a
be
double-bladed
used as a
staff.
finisher
Mm.
at the end
But
of
like
your
I
light
prefer the
attack
dual
combo.
blades. They're just not as strong, so I don't
what
use
are
them.
the signature moves for
Makes
the
me
dual
sad.
blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a
I don't
short
know, I
period
just-
of time. There's also
It seems kind of
Mortal
clunky
Coil,
to have
where
2
you can throw
swords
your
and try and
blade
slash
into an
with them.
enemy, pulling the enemy towards you.
Maybe
like
if you're
pulling
not
a
good.
cable. Now
Oh, there's
let's
like a
switch
whip
the
element to it,
longsword
too.
weapon
That's neat.
class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp
See, I
damage
like that.
and
One
simple
big sword.
cooldowns without needing a lot
Slice
of
'em
elaborate
around.
combo setups.
Eh.
Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack
Pretend I'm a
finisher,
samurai.
which can be used at the end of your light attack.
I don't
combo.
need to compensate. I'm fine with
There
my
are
2 tiny
3
daggers.
signature moves for the longsword class. There's
Ladies.
Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted.
Wait, you have 2?
and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets.
do
Then there's
you-
Spiral Technique.
do you
which
not?
eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash.
What, so
after a
I'm the
longsword
weird one?
swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword.
Shield uppercut, cool.
The shield is a
Oh.
core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, You can also parry and
So
attack.
how much longer do we
You
have
can
there?
perform a light attack after a last second
I
shield
mean, it's
slowed
40
to
minutes, so
counterattack
any minute now.
a powerful shield strike. Shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield.
If I get a
which will hit
PlayStation 5
multiple
this
nearby
year,
targets.
I'll probably end up
If
picking
you
this
tap
up.
the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform
Instead of
a
something else on it
powerful
other
wave
than
attack.
Avengers and Miles.
You can double tap the shield
get it.
button to petrify enemies.
I'm hoping it'll actually include
And of
backwards
course,
compatibility
you can
for all the
perform an
PlayStation
R3
library.
ground finisher on enemies that were
I don't know
knocked
how that
down
would
to
work
the ground.
exactly.
But I
like
already
for
have a
digital
PlayStation
titles.
4.
Yeah, but that doesn't like. I'm talking about like if you had bought stuff in the past, then you would still own it, just like how Xbox does. With PS4, like you had to basically start over.
I'm just saying, if I want to play a PlayStation 4 game, I've got a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but why would you want both plugged up when the PS5 can do it?
Right, that's just convenience. I'm talking about new games.
No, I know. But like, I like to go into the back catalog, like PS1 through 3 also. So if they find a way to make everything playable, that would be really nice.
I like that Shadow Strike thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Camera though.
This
like
gameplay is not showing the game off very well.
Yeah. It's more slow and methodical than just hack and slash everything.
Also, they're not playing super well.
No, they're not. Like I was gonna say,
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video
that guy should have been
Godfall
dead.
running on the PlayStation 5.
The amount of times he got hit.
We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
It's definitely got potential as a new IP. I just don't care. But I'm happy it exists. Because I'm not one of those bitter people that only wants things that I care about.
We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation.
But also give me my
See
Metroid
you
Prime
next
trilogy.
That was solid.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like nothing major that like I was excited for specifically. Although like I said, Crash 4 looks good. But I had low expectations going in because I had no idea what they're going to announce. So it was still a good show.
Yeah. Give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah. A PS3 out of PS5.
Wow. I don't know. I guess I'll let you sign off. Just share whatever you have to share.
Sure. You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch. Nothing major to announce. We got more Halo coming. And because I goofed and didn't realize the Avengers schedule, I'm going to be starting up Metroid Prime on Monday.
There you go. And you can follow me, Thomas, on Twitter, Gameplay Stuff, also on Twitch as Gameplay Stuff. And visit our website, charshot.com, for audio, video, and written content. And until then, enjoy your games.